Arian.
Mametsi Romani Inc. FM.
Because the coach had a plan, and we as players went onto the field, and we made silly errors, silly mistakes that led into goals, and that's something that shouldn't be happening when you are playing for Kaizer Chiefs, making such errors. Because even our head coach was telling us about the stats, that out of the 20 goals that we've conceded in the league this season only, 18 of those goals we've given to the opponents. We made those errors in our last third, and we gifted them the goals. And if we didn't do that, I think we would have been far on the log. So those are the kind of things that we need to avoid, which is silly errors in our own half. We play good football, we take the game to our opponents, but we get disappointed when we get in front of goals, because if you had to look at the stats, for first half only, sometimes we create more than 9 chances, but we'll only hit the target once. And that's something that needs to change. So going back to your question, I don't think being given the price tag that we are underdogs will affect us in our preparations. We are going to host Mamelodi Sundowns at FNB, and we urge our supporters to come in numbers and rally behind the team, because without them, we are nothing. So we pledge for their support, so that we can also go out there highly motivated and win the game for them, because they play a huge role in making sure that we perform and get the best results we want.
Charles from the SABC. Khune, what will it take for Kaizer Chiefs to survive this season? And what is the talk in the dressing room, starting with the senior players to the youngsters? These are difficult times for the club.
I wouldn't really say it's difficult times. We ended the year on the right note. We won our game against Golden Arrows, and I think after that game we relaxed a bit, because I think we thought everything is going well, and going into our first league game of the year 2023, we were highly motivated and highly confident that Khune is right at the bottom of the log, and we're going to have it easy on the night. Unfortunately, they disappointed us by creating that one chance, and they converted. And like I said, if you have to check all the stats, home and away, we're playing good football, we're creating chances, but unfortunately, when you don't convert your chances, these teams, they're only waiting for that one opportunity, and they take it. So we have to remain switched on throughout 90 plus minutes, so that we don't give them hope. We don't give them that opportunity to even hit the target. Because as a goalkeeper, you have to constantly communicate and remind the whole team that we need to stay switched on. So it will help us in our next coming matches. So for us, it's important that we stick together as a team, and our fans rally behind us, and things will take a turn, and we'll get the positive results going forward. So we are not doing badly, because I think we're still number 4 after 2 losses, but ourselves that this season we won't let any opponent come to FNB and walk away with 3 points. But like I'm saying, we are disappointed that first game of the year against Khune, we let them off the hook, and that shouldn't happen based on the agreement that we've made as a team.
Thank you, Ben.
What do you make of the being some, what some might say is some harsh words that you've been on the receiving end of, and the 4-0 loss against Amazulu also, there's some culpability from your side that's been pointed out. What would you say about that?
I think, to be quite fair, football is a team sport. And yes, when the team is not doing well, certain individuals will be labeled, will be given names. But I think that's what brings the best out of me as an individual, out of the team. Because as a leader, you can't run away from the situation you are facing. You have to face it head on, and other players look up to you as their role model. They look up to you as a senior member of the team, and if I shy away from the situation or from the criticism, that means I'm not willing to grow. So I'm willing to grow as a leader, I'm willing to grow as a footballer, and I'm willing to learn as a human being. So there's a lot of youngsters in the team that they can learn a lot from me. So with situations like this, I have to rise, and I have to give better performances than the performance I gave against our previous opponents. So yes, we will be given names, but one game doesn't define an individual. I mean, I've played for over 2 decades. Yes, I've been given names before, but how I bounce back, it's more important. But again, I don't like talking about myself as an individual, because we are a team, and we will bounce back as a team.
Thank you. Last one for you too, before you get Clanty joining us.
Thanks. So the importance of finally getting that first win of the new year, especially playing at home.
Of course, like our boss, Bobby Mutaung, always says, it's a marathon, and we can't always focus on one game, and that game defines our journey. We have to continue playing our way of football. We have to continue playing to win. We have to continue playing to get the results. Yet we are playing good football. So it's important that going forward, not only against our upcoming opponents, we have to stick to our plan, because when we were preparing during pre-season, we knew exactly what we wanted. We knew exactly where we want to finish in the lock, and we set ourselves goals. So it's important that we stick to those goals, and every game that we play, we make sure that we remind each other of the importance of winning, because Kaizer Chiefs, as we all know, it's a club that is demanding from each and every individual, that is demanding, and not only from the club's perspective, but our fans also. They want the results. Every match we play, we never take anything for granted. Even when we go on the field to train, we train the way we play. We play the way we train. So it's important that we constantly remind each other the importance of where we want to finish 2022-2023 season, and we set the new goals for 2023-2024 season.
Thank you. Itumeleng, Khune, a quick substitution with Clanty. Thank you.
Let's keep shooting.